So I want to show you a rock here that I picked up in Papua New Guinea a while back. It's a special rock because first it's called a laterite. The second is it's a nickel and cobalt rich laterite that you can actually mine economically. And that's important because nickel and cobalt are critical for making rechargeable batteries. So the question is, how do you get a rock that's so enriched in nickel and cobalt that you can mine it? Well, it starts off with this. This is an ultramafic rock. It's a peridotite, olivine rich. Makes up our mantle, and it's at great depth, at least 40 kilometers depth. This ultramafic rock has very high nickel and cobalt to begin with, actually. 2,000 ppm nickel, 100 ppm parts per million cobalt. Not enough to actually mine, but still quite high. You couldn't access this in general because it's so deep, so you have to hope that geology acts in your favor sometimes. So sometimes when mountains form, such as when continents collide or in subduction zones, slivers of this stuff in the mantle get abducted upwards to the surface. And then once at the surface, they're exposed to the agents of weathering. Rain, groundwater flow passes through those peridotites, and it leaches out magnesium, calcium, and silica, transports them to the ocean, and it leaves behind iron oxides to form hematite. That's why this is all red. And cobalt and nickel stay behind with the iron, and then you can mine it. So that's all good. Now the unfortunate thing is to get really good laterites, you need warm conditions, you need a lot of water, and those conditions are most favorable at the equator, between 20 degrees north and south of the equator. And so when you combine that, you need mountains and you need equatorial conditions there. Those also are the places with the highest biodiversity, and you have to strip mine to get this stuff. So it's sort of a balance between, again, good and evil. You want the cobalt and nickel, but we also have to worry about the animals that live there, like the lemurs, or my favorite, the birds of paradise that live there in Papua New Guinea. So the question is, how do we find that balance?